There's so many sounds. I'll start this. Oh. And what's up? I like my shirt. I was just going to continue to say what I was already saying before I set this up. And that was, it's been confirmed, I guess, by NASA. That FM frequency is brought to you by one of Jupiter's moon, largest moon. So like Jupiter is used. And I'm all like, my sound is going to be the sound in my choosing. Hieroglyph by a lightning bolt. And I'm just like, Deuteronomy, astrology. Because it makes sense. It's like, I want a Pikachu so bad, and then this show up. Spooky. A bear or some type of news. It's going to be more aggressive, but like I'm pretty calm. When I wasn't even so aggressive earlier, I was singing songs. I was like, yo, try and record myself, and then like I gotta have like background music to start getting stuff together, like probably FM studios, know how to make a beat and create. Teach myself how to do that stuff. All that stuff requires background music, and I already draw, so like that was a lot of background music. Just ran out of background music and things to do. I'm not gonna sing. I'm gonna see myself. I'm not gonna sing. I think that's borderline idolizing. One a lot of things to watch when you're growing up in church, apostolic faith. You're just watching all the TV shows, television programming. If you wanted, I guess I was. Like, what's the deal with American Idol? Going to church all this time, and the rest of America pissing all the Christians off. TV show titles. American Idol, what's that about? Idolize who? Nobody should be idolizing nobody. That was Abraham, father, problem. Aram. Sky Talk. Aram. Aram. You hear that too, Rams? You hear that too, sheep? I play with your toys, Dad. No, they're not toys. Stay out of there. Leave them alone. Like they move to the top. They say stuff. Why you always in there talking to them? You play with them all the time. I don't ever see you pick them up. Go to your room, Aram. Was that you calling me in the field? Oh, boy. I'm waiting for everybody to catch up. They're laughing. What'd you do last night? Am I supposed to be asleep? Do I want to count some sheep? How many sharps are in the music chart? If that's the direction. How many sharps are in the treble clef? Yeah, minors and majors. You got that in the sky too, minors and majors, such as Canis, such as the Great Bear, such as the Big Dipper. I never stop saying Canis Major. When people say to me, Big Draco, I'll be like, that's the northern sky. And that dragon that got his wish. Talk to me about people, reptilians. FM radio brought to you by Jupiter's largest moon. Why don't they say Jupiter's largest moon name? Is it Ulysses and Clades? It might be over at Saturn or something. When I ponder and ask serious questions, I get real close to the mic and then I have to look at myself. I'm like, yo, back up. It's not that serious. I tell them that all the time. The last time I was on here, it was me and my son. And you people put up a fuss about y'all don't think I'm my age. Y'all don't put two and two together. And that, like, a nigga got a son. I was in the video with him. And he was singing songs of his own design. And I sat down and I was, wow. I ain't hear nothing in the song until after the video was over. I put me through all this. I almost had my email address deleted. I had that for a long time, and there's so many pictures and memories and things it's tied to. He's gonna cut me out of the internet. Like, what would you do that for? Like, explain yourself, YouTube. You see what I did with my hair? You see? Buy thy own design. I had to remember which way it goes. Could be swooping on the song. It ain't even the way. Yes, it is. I was watching episodes of Saturday Night Live, this season, the latest season, whatever the season is right now. It was like the beginning of the year. It's like I'm doing the Super Bowl. When does it start? Like, when does a season to a television show start? Like from the first episode, and then. Remember Bam Bam and Barney Rubble's son? Is it? Yeah, it was Rubble. That had to be. It was Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. Yeah, Bam Bam. Flintstone had Pebbles. That made sense. So I'm going to name my daughter after you. Well, maybe she's my daughter. Or maybe Bam Bam's my. Nah, I went too far on that one. But I was going to bring that up to bring up Fire and Ash, the crazy fire lady. Snatching people lifelines. Bow, bow, bow. Teach me how to make thunder. It was too late. It was too late. I'm not a podcast. I'm not a radio show. But those things too require background music, not like a theme song. I told somebody I was going to make a Jesus Christ anime. And it's going to start off like the theme song. This is the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I believe every word of the gospel of Jesus. And anime, so that's why I was like going like this with my arms. Trying to figure out who's going to be doing the flying stuff in the air. I wanted to go Japanese with the lyrics. I sang gospel songs in church parking lots during the week. Don't even ask me about last night. It's this morning. You know it's not funny? Leaving 2026 and coming to born old 2025. And it's still not 2025 yet because the planet ain't say so. We're trying. We're trying over here in America. This is that y'all left us so much stuff to study and learn. And you went on about the future. Can I get dumplings from China? Mm, Or snapper fish from Japan? I want Taiwan, Fobo. Some noodles, man. I want my rice from Korea. Some sake. And that's all y'all gotta bring me from the future. You bring your businesses over here. And I just learn how far in the future you are. We only got a piece of it in the hub. Don't you make me cook my own food surrounded by people who try and be the chef too. Have you played any of those video games you sending over here too from the Nintendo Switch? My niece fussed at the entire family about her father playing that game, and I was listening. I was like, I'm intrigued. I want to play. Hand me one of those tiny controllers, too small for my fingers. Everybody's hitting start and pause until you really hit it. All right, first of all, who ain't worked in the kitchen ever? Like real life, your job, McDonald's, fast food restaurants, a restaurant where people sit down and eat, and you had to wash the dishes or cook. Who ain't do none of that? It's ridiculous. It was straight chaos, man. No, y'all not gonna see me. You're not gonna see me in Soul Caliber. You're not gonna see me in Marvel versus Capcom. Because a bunch of people kicked me off of playing games online. Like the entire community, spoiled brat Americans just went on in the online networks, falling out the sky, shooting each other on the island and stuff. I thought the military was going to be like frat clubs, fraternities. That's a disappointment. Dropping people out of the sky and you just wake up. You know, use one of these. Something to pull, representing a parachute. And getting shot at with paintballs from the ground already. You better not start military and Marines, Navy and Army. Be all you can be. Somebody's hiding blinding lights. It makes you not think about things while you're growing up. Like ROTC, starting sports as soon as you get into high school. And they ain't got middle school sports. It's the same thing I guess happened with Boy Scout. It probably still got Girl Scout. They still sell their cookies. You people in your factories. Exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, I just said a chain of things that basically represent what I was just talking about. It's like nothing's thought about the moment you're there. I went through all the branches of the military, did the applications, even wore a Coast Guard wristband. And those spontaneous kidnappings. And you can't kidnap an adult. I'm gonna be asleep on the way there anyway. I like road trips. Beat everybody up. They're like, oh, that was this. Get up. You're embarrassing yourselves. Everybody get in the truck. Ah, help, help. Throw myself in. Pissed off, waiting for moments to shine. And it's the red lights on the stage that keep you alive. And so I'm not performing. This entire thing is a seizure. I just got up. Did you? It's dirty down there. I'm not continuing the seizure that way. Navy Jazz Band 2019. What's going on? I can't find footage of any of that celebration. The camera guy kept catching the attitude. And it was He's already looking in the faces of people who was probably blind anyway. And, seeing people for who they are. You know what I look like? An angel. I felt like the sky, so I'm bright. Nobody knows. Minimize the handsomeness. And the way I talk, I stutter, man. So I'm trying to figure out the F majors and the minors and the sharps. I asked a question, yo. Ain't nobody answered me. How many sharps in the treble clef? And when you hear me in A major, you reset your voice. So let me say that again. Let me say that again. Because you think you're supposed to be singing, and then you just talking. And they ain't hearing me now. Aram. I'm not calling you that no more. Abraham. Now I know something. It was from the extreme upward direction. I think our Aries should be fun. Should be fun to say. That's why I was watching Saturday Night Live, yo. I'm take a spontaneous trip to New York. And security better not be tight. I'm going to Saturday Night Live. I'm going to go as a performer. I'm on the list. I'm performing tonight. They let people go 2 times. They sang their songs 2 times. It gotta be the fastest people setting up stage after stage after stage. And if Saturday Night Live is recorded on a Friday night, I've been to your 106 in Park. I had an iPhone 7. No, it was an iPhone 8. And the Pokemon card I had back there in the casing was a Growlithe. I used to travel with Growlithe on Pokemon Go. When I got a Growlithe, I grew him up. Then I got a Dragonite. I evolved my Dragonite from the Dragon Tea. Dragon. I don't know the first part. The blue thing with the bulb. Sea dragons. I still believe in Gyarados. Nobody wanted that many Magikarps. This is ridiculous. And I was out like by a duck pond. I thought it was going to be Magikarp Central. Can you hear me over there in the future? Did you receive your data? Is Sony using my account only, to innovate space travel? Because the way I played No Man's Sky, that better be a satellite with low noble 40 kcal with like a humanoid robot version of myself. All the equipment in every game has ever been made. And you shoot this pod off in the deep space in a direction of whatever planets and solar systems we hopping from in No Man's Sky. I don't want to know the person who's attached to your little matrix machine. I'm out there just mining and mining. And I broke down the beginning ship for no reason. And that had the warp particle I needed to zoom to further galaxies, star systems. It's frustrating because I got my bases made. And I'm back and forth, to and fro, probably like the same 3 galaxies or whatnot. And then like the one after the other, I spent some time in certain solar systems, like, because copper, it's ridiculous. I try to get where the cadmium is. Cadmium. I'm trying to get where the cadmium is. And I can't get to the cadmium no more because I broke down the beginning spaceship for parts, and it had the cadmium warp drive. I only got a handful of it, cadmium, and when I had that, I I just got access to build the convertible. I'm sorry, the Corvette. You build a Corvette. It's upsetting how you have to learn that way, but I lost all my cadmium. I had to travel back to my grave sites and collect all the stuff I lost. I was making burgers, Angus burgers. It was I keep reporting a problem and sending it back over to Sony. It's it, it shouldn't be a fuss, when you help develop and innovate a lot of these companies, just so your parents ain't ain't gotta spend much time like showing you how video games work. Mm-mm. Nah, how we supposed to see movies, and how we supposed to interact with technology and stuff like that. And all this buying, selling, and trading. And people keep forgetting about the little people that used to be little at some point. And then we grow up, we're able to talk, we can speak, we make our own decisions. But what do you have to apply to be a fan of something, to really like something? You have to put your name on a piece of paper or app, or like online applications, stuff like that, and let it be known what you're a fan of. You're a fan of, and, and they send you free stuff with the face on it. Like when I quit McDonald's, I kept the sweatshirts. Mm, I peeled the M off of it. Some pretty warm sweaters. Just reminded myself that I got a McDonald's sweater. It's pretty warm. I could put a blazer over top of it. I don't have McDonald's nowhere down the middle. Think about other places I can be warm with a McDonald's sweater. I was tired of the innovation and the usage of the human spirit within the fast food restaurant. I couldn't get my sang on. And when I was getting my sang on, all the Spanish women would fall in love at once. And then like the one who's supposed to be like, I can't take it anymore, all preserving herself in Spanish. It's like, this is America. You can live a little. I gave her a book. Gave her a book. I said, here. I was going to read it, but you can read it. I started it. I said, I don't read books about myself. How does this person know how to start a book? And it's boring. I could talk and make people bored or interested or intrigued or listen from a distance. And people try to have talking battles with me. I remember a trumpet referee, one of those. And after the guy stopped playing the trumpet, he walked away. He was like, wow, 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 wow. I might be too loud. I'm in indoor voice mode. And plus, I got T major. Sorry, A minor was in my ear. This is A major. Is it a difference? I'm hearing the difference in the echo. But no matter how long, anybody will sit here and watch me talk to anybody out there. Maybe just Jupiter's largest moon with frequency on the FM radios. My father built a radio. Yeah, it only had FM. And I was like, why not AM? I said, that doesn't matter. More things I know I can build. And there's a lot more stuff to purchase. When do the meek inherit the earth? When do that start? Uh, I know I won't be able to witness complete disappearance of folks. But I did see like clothing, like piles of clothing on the streets. I think it was like last week or something. I was walking. I was seeing piles of clothes. I was like, did the rapture happen? Because there was this fine lady behind me. She was walking. And she was an older woman. And then she just walked past me. And like, I'm just walking behind her. And she's like, she turned back and she gave me a smile. I'm like, uh, I think I can, take a shot here. So I waited. She crossed the street, and like turned. So I waited for the cars to pass by. I had my head down. And I was just like, this is it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to flirt with this woman. I look up. I'm crossing the street. And I'm expressing this out loud. I couldn't believe it. I was like, where'd she go? Did she live on this block and just go in the house? Was she raptured? Because, you know, she's doing good in Christ. And Christ didn't want me to mess her up on how good she's doing. Flirt with her and stuff. She would have bit. She would have bite down. I wasn't bait her or nothing. It's like, it's not fair. The ancient deity finally manifested herself in flesh, and she's like taking strolls in Baltimore. She turned back and looked at me to smile. Just across the street to disappear. She don't know what I was thinking. What was I talking about before that? It's your chance to pay attention. Because however fourth wall characters work, Dora the Explorer cannot be ignored. I yelled out at work one time, "Do you know your Power Rangers dinosaurs?" And I go, go, Power Rangers. And yeah, I go. All the dinosaurs represented. They weren't even all dinosaurs. Hey, the hardest thing to say. Saber-tooth tiger. That's a lot. That was the Yellow Ranger. No. Think Billy was the saber-tooth tiger. The Black Ranger was Mastodon. I remember that one. The Red Ranger was Tyrannosaurus. And then like Triceratop. That was the Yellow Ranger. Nah, that was the Blue Ranger. Triceratop was the Triceratop. Or what's Pterodactyl? Pterodactyl was the Pink Ranger. So why did they give the Yellow Ranger saber-tooth tiger? Saber-tooth tiger. There's so much to say. I feel like I'm missing one. What was Tommy's? What was the Green Ranger? What was that? Godzilla? A dragon? Or something? And then being the White Tiger. You're doing prehistoric animals. I just thought they was doing dinosaurs. And then they was like, no, man. Just prehistoric animals. Because it kept changing. Because after the Mighty Morphins, either the Turbo, either the Ninja. The Turbos, they didn't even have. Turbo was Mighty Morphin. The Ninja one, that's when they changed it up. The different prehistoric animals, like Mayans, South American prehistoric animals. Because why else the toad? You know? It's just trying to discourage the Black Ranger. Why y'all doing this? It was Adam that got a kiss from that fine lady with the sticks who can whistle when she spin them around. She didn't even kiss him on the lips. I wasn't looking forward for it, but that's like how my sibling was like, look, he get the kiss. Is that okay? Like he was upset just like me. Why I gotta be a frog? Why I gotta be a toad? Just like a prince. Receive a kiss. Now that I'm an adult, that scene, explored itself more. So I'm not upset. I'm not set no more. See my black shirt with the Pumpkin King on. That was the one with Ivan Ooze, right? When he was the ninjas. Because they lost their morphin powers. We're the Power Rangers. Oh, somebody give me my autograph book. And try to make everything look cool for kids in the 90s. And be major. If the alphabets are the alphabets for letters and vocabulary and for grammar, what are the alphabets for music? How many sharps are in the treble clef? It's like sharp pains. When I sang angels watching over me, one of the solos go, they can't even sing. That's what you get for not all bowing down. Listen to Talk Angels. Hurry up with the message. Listen, have you heard the good news for you, Baron? It's like without child, you're born a son, and his name shall be Jesus. Joseph. 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 Do you not him you not bearing with child of a virgin? Joseph, get up. No, whoa, bring forth the Son of God, Mary. Fear not my presence. Joseph. Saying some parents got the same message. No, probably not the same message, but as in angels. He shall have the strength of God. Sir, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but you need to leave. But Zachariah, John doesn't match with any of the names of the family. I don't care, woman. It does not matter not. Yeah, girl. Doctor said we was too old. Girl, I'm a virgin. I told Joseph some crazy sounding voice. It was attached to a body, but I ain't telling it was another man in the tent. Or presence, or whatever it was. He must be trying out the new letter. We just got word of. What you talking about, Jay? Oh yeah. John. Who's John? Who's Jesus? Fellas, y'all okay? Ladies, y'all all right? I want to make me some breakfast, but I made it when I got in the house last night. And I'm upset because I can't make breakfast. I really want to make some breakfast. I told you I can't sing because the voice is too loud. And then we in B minor. When I hit the lightning bolt again, it's going to be in B major. But I think it's changing up the pace of my talking. There just might be a lot of discouraged folks out there and just dreaming about me talking anyway. They're like, this is it. I've never been so bored in my sleep. And trying to wake themselves up. It's not going to work like that. I was thinking in Tara one time in one of my dreams. Yeah, I was like, thank God I watched some Naruto, did some ninja jutsus with my hands, and then I pointed downward, and then I went upward, and then I woke up from the sleep paralysis. And when I woke up, YouTube was DJing, and it has some boring guy talking about whatever he was talking about. And y'all had me think all my videos was deleted. Mm. Why not? Why not send me a message? We want to give you a noble a noble peace. We'll give you a Nobel Prize, a Nobel Peace Prize, for being able to articulate, translate what is hard to be communicated amongst humanity beings alike. He says, and I go in there for that word. But if I'm not talking to anybody, FM radio frequencies comes from one of Jupiter's moon, the largest moon. I'm gonna Google it. And see if people not lying to me. Hey, I could probably share a screen. What's that thing is doing? And that's obnoxious. And then I mentioned operators. Why is it Jupiter? I'm just searching Jupiter's moons. Europa. That's not the one though. Let's see. That's why, because they can't say it. Ganymede. Let's see. Largest. Jupiter has 4 moons. That are big. Or just 4 moons in general. Jupiter's 4 largest moons, known as the Galilean moons, are Ganymede, Callisto, Io, and Europa. Discovered by Galileo, the Io, and the Galilee. In the Galilee. Galileo Galilei. His parents were very lazy. In 1610, they are massive bodies with Ganymede being the largest. So he told you they couldn't say it. So Ganymede is the largest moon of Jupiter. And apparently that's where the FM frequency is coming from. None of this is in here. I'm just saying that. The Ganymede being the largest in the entire solar system. Bigger than Mercury and Europa, potentially harboring life. Oh, whoa. Supporting oceans under its icy crust is a breakdown of the Galilean moons. Galilee. Who's from Galilee? Who went to Galilee? Who's from Nazareth? Who went to Nazareth? Ganymede, Jupiter's and the solar system's largest moon, even larger than the planet Mercury, and the only moon with its own magnetic field. So there's something magnetic happening there. We getting pulled. The Jupiter's moon, Ganymede, like Earth, sending it messages, FMly. Callisto, Jupiter's second largest moon, the third largest in the solar system, and the boast of the oldest icy surface. I don't think it boasts. I haven't heard it boast. Call its too. I guess Calypso is a boastful name. I stand corrected. Lo, the most volcanically active world in the solar system, not even the moon, consistently reshaped by Jupiter's immense gravity, not even the moon. This is a hot blob of molten rock. Immensely being reshaped like Plato, like Jupiter's personal Plato. Ain't that another uh, Greek person? Europa, famous for its subsurface oceans, making it a prime target in search for extraterrestrial life. Yeah, because, like, what was the movie that handed it off? Space Odyssey 2020, the 2010. Stay away from Europa, Earths, or Moonlinians. You moon people, stay away from Europa because whatever you guys are doing in your space travel, there's a lot. There's a lot going on in that movie. It's the most confusing movie ever. And I'm pretty sure people have a harder time reading the book. It's a global map. Thank you, AI overview. It's so helpful. Let me read that stuff. This image displays views of Ganymedes, Jupiter's largest moon. The right side is the global image, mosaic, while the left is the first global geologic map of the moon. Ganymede is the largest moon in the solar system. I already read stuff like that. It is only moon known to have its own internally generated magnetic field. That's longer, but I read it. The moon is believed to have a subsurface ocean, making it a potential candidate for microbial life. Remember Beetlejuice? That one's called Beetlejuice. But to my eyes, pronunciation, and reading and comprehension, I've always thought it a Beltagese. I think I like my pronunciation of the word better than Beetlejuice. And it's three times, anybody paying attention and counting. Beltagese. I'm upset that it wasn't Beltagese. But yeah, anyway, the latest one that came out, because there's only two, And the daughter was all like, we must be on the Saturn's moon. Look, there's Saturn's ring. How often do the folks, space travel? Right? And they was hopping door to door, and I guess the afterlife, because she was participating in the afterlife with some through incantation, incantation, incantation. What? I think I'm hearing myself say it too. And like B major, B minor. I was saying it. Incantation. Why can't I say it? Incant. Yo, it's it's being said in my brain. Like I'm saying it. Like some big old book swapping bodies and spirits. It's diabolical. But she couldn't tell by the signs. It's the essence of a cheesesteak. So I ate in there. It was lingering. Just got smacked with the sound. Just the smell. And I started really looking for a cheesesteak, man. We already had breakfast. 'Cause I was thinking about 300. We're not going to talk about any more moons. Talk about Jupiter moons. I just want to know why FM radio. That's probably why I'm so annoyed by 92Q. Because we're not the only one in the solar system. Somebody let Earth know that FM comes from Ganymede. And now we're going to look up how that's pronounced. Ganymede. I think I like the Greeks. It's not like I not like them or something. But I'm saying their name and stuff. Stars, constellations. I read that. Well, I don't know. It was a Galileo that discovered Penelope in the sky. And like, that's my daughter name. So that's your name, Star. That's your name, constellation. I'm playing God of War, Ragnarok. And Kratos and Freya, they walking and talking. And Kratos make mention of his first family. And like, my daughter's name was Penelope. That part was so emotional. I almost threw the controller and cried. I was like, I remember I was doing a bit And I couldn't say that name. But it was definitely the name I was going for. I was all like in my brain. It looked like cantaloupe. It looked like cantaloupe. I was like, maybe it sound like cantaloupe. I'm looking at the spelling. Anybody else see the spelling of letters in their head, words in their head? Right? You're supposed to. How else do you spell? How you even know you reading? I think that's humanity's problem. They assume too much that I don't read, and it's frustrating. I read a lot of unnecessary stuff that's necessary for common sense living. And people out here stealing my social security number and not telling me what, if girlfriends I had was like cheating on me. You know, just kind of watching the entertainment. Humanity is very frustrating. I'm glad Ganymede is sending FM radio signals or inventing them for us. I say event because my father, he made, he manufactured, he created his own radio. There was only FM radio on it, on the frequency. But that's a congratulations from Jupiter's largest moon. And everything about C is sharp. That's one. That's one in the minor and the majors. Because I don't even think it went C minor. It just went straight to C major. And I'm just assuming sharp because I heard C sharp before. Somebody was talking about me. Boy, that boy sharp. I keep waking up with cuts. I, I mounted it up, calculated it up to when you scratch yourself, uncomfortable. I don't care. When you scratch yourself all through the night, like when babies, and you get the little mittens for your gloves, because babies and puppies do that. That's all up. Tiny hands trying to get to your even tinier eyes. Need some help? Adorable. That's my hour. I'm still like abducted by aliens. They gave me this stuff to practice my major, minors, and sharps. And it's like this how I use the alphabet angels. They told me they were angels. They're not gonna release me. I don't care. That's why this looks like this. Just waiting for, let's wait for Savior. Oh yeah, they know who that is. It's actually a box. I'm able to say it because I know. This is my SOS. This is my SOS. Sending on an SOS. Sending on an SOS. I did that. I'm responsible for that Baltimore Harbor. I put that note in that bottle and I rolled it up and it read, Jesus is back. And then they started cleaning and thanking that trash wheel for keeping the harbor clean. I'm pretty sure the bottle with the note, Jesus is back. So hey, look, there's a note in this bottle. And they made an entire song for the trash wheel here in Baltimore. That's how many people ignore people in Baltimore and innovate off their ideas and what they say. Whoa, 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 whoa. He gonna tell somebody. He gonna tell some, hey, black man, black man, black. It works better standing up. That goes. I can clap and stomp. The noise. The noise. The noise. The noise. Okay.